Well, welcome in, everybody, back to the Legends Event Center here for the nightcap. The 8:50 starting time here for the Rice Basketball Academy against YGC pro16. 17U division here in the next pro16 finals. This is the final bracket game of the evening here on Court 5. Matt Reiling alongside Gavin Biota. Gavin, rookie, what do you think about having your first call here?
Feeling good. Excited to be on the broadcast. Going to be a fun time. Hopefully got a thriller here.
Well, a tale of two different teams here. I know that. We didn't have time to really prepare and give a pregame speech here, but there's going to be a size advantage, dramatic size advantage here for YGC. But if you've been following Rice Basketball Academy all year long, they can do one thing, and that is shoot the rock. They have three premier shooters on the court at all times. And, you know, as good as I do, Gavin, shooters shoot, and they can keep you in the game.
Yeah, that's going to be the key for Rice today. Knock down some shots, keep themselves in the game. Just try and counteract the size that YGC has.
And the three feature shooters for Rice really all year long. Number 7, Ben Paymer. He literally can stroke it from anywhere. And the guy that kind of gets them going is the point guard, is Adam Gray, number 1. And those two guys together, it's just they keep them in every single game that they're in. But they're going to have to shoot the ball well to combat the size here of YGC. And just underway, a 2-2 ball game. You've seen it on your screen, up and down. That's going to be Bray pulling up for 3 from the top of the key, and that's what he's got to do. So that's a poor scout by YGC. They got to have a hand in his face all game long, or he'll score 30.
Yeah, that's the key right there, Matt. Gray's going to have to lead the charge for Rice. Get the ball downhill, try and create offense for them, keep them in the game.
Yeah, and that's just a great interior pass there and a great finish at the rim. You're going to see a lot of that out of YGC. They got guys that can slash and get to the rim. And I tell you what, I'm giving a lot of credit to Gray and to Paymer, but Bauer, number 22 there for Rice, can also shoot it. They really have 5 guys on the floor that can stroke it. And a big thing for Rice is they did lose their starting interior post player, Cole Gass, number 23. You can see him limping around. He had a leg injury, and I'm surprised he's back. He's a tough kid, and that's a big piece for them. He's somebody that's been their post player through these guys growing up and playing together the whole time, and so he's kind of used to them, but he's undersized. He's only a 6'5" kid, but he's got to do the workload against the other team's 4 and 5 posts. So we'll see how much we can get out of Gass today, just because, like I said, of the knee injury. If my guess is his time's going to be a little bit limited in this one.
You got to do what you got to do, though, here, man. I mean, crunch time,
Yeah, that's well said. A lot of coaches watching this game too, Gab. So I appreciate Gass getting out there and giving an effort. And once again, inside there, that's number 0, TJ Williams, gets the putback. Kind of hard numbers to see here for YGC. We'll do the best we can once we identify who they are to make sure they're getting their fair due. 8-8 here early on at the 13-minute mark. That's a second turnover for Rice. Gray, an ill-advised pass. YGC out and running, trying to run the lob. Great interior pass once again by Bo Seal, but they cannot finish at the rim. TJ Williams can't finish at the rim, and Rice back the other way.
Yeah, YGC is getting their looks right now. Good passes in the interior. Just got to execute.
And Ben Paymer actually in Richmond last weekend suffered a pretty bad ankle injury to his right foot. He had to sit, and that was in their second game, and they were playing pretty well. And he didn't play the rest of the weekend, so he sat their final 3 games in Richmond and had all week to heal. But I'm glad to see him back out here. They're a better team with him. This is obviously a good opportunity for him to get some looks. So good to see that he's healed up. Gray now with the basketball, kicks it left side. And that was Cole Gass, 3-point attempt off the mark, no good. YGC quickly the other way now. And that's Williams. He's going to left-hand dribble down the middle of the lane and draw the foul. That's a pretty big guy making a guard-like move there, Gavin, and getting to the rim.
Yeah, Williams has come out hot for YGC so far, really attacking the glass, taking advantage of the size that he has. Moves really well with the ball. Impressive player so far. Would like to see him keep attacking the rim, get good looks, and get to the foul line.
Well, you just kind of look at the size disparity right now. You see Williams at the line, and then you see the 5 kids from Rice Basketball Academy, and there's really nobody within 2 to 3 inches of him. And so, yeah, we're going to kind of beat a dead horse here as the second free throw for Williams is up and good. 12-10 here in the early parts of this first half. Final bracket game here at Legends Event Center. An NXT Pro 16 matchup. Rice has kind of been one of these teams all year, played a very tough schedule, but they just kind of keep coming at you. And like I said before, really their shooters kind of keep them in the game as Gray gets the inbounds pass, tries a floater out, shot off the mark, no good. YGC now quickly the other way. That's Quincy Baker. And a nice finish at the rim. Rice is going to have to get back in transition or this baby's going to get ugly.
It's a good look from Gray, though, right there. Great floor awareness. He's getting to his spots. Those shots will start to fall. Gray's really looking good as a facilitator so far for this RBA team.
And that's Parker Theobald's there for Rice Basketball Academy. He completes the triumvirate of the 3 guards that can absolutely shoot the leather off of it. Each one of these guys, Paymer, Gray, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right. Hopefully somebody can maybe tweet at us and let us know if I'm pronouncing Parker's last name correctly. But he's a special shooter too, number 2 here for Rice Basketball Academy. Those guys will get the lion's share of the shots for this team, as they should throughout the course of the game. 14-13 here. Turnover by YGC now. RBA has the ball. I didn't see what happened there, if it was a foul or turnover. And another 3-point attempt.
Just like
off
you
the mark,
said,
no
you
good.
know, living and dying by it.
Yeah, and they'll do it. They'll probably jack about 33s in this game, but they shoot it at such a high clip. That's kind of their bread and butter. Back the other way now is Bo Seal. Boy, he does a good job of getting into the paint, trying to finish with the right hand. Good contest at the rim. And a good, strong defensive rebound. And we do not have a name for number 0 for Rice Basketball Academy. We'll try to get that figured out here as the broadcast goes on. But he was the one who collected the defensive rebound. Gray now on the offensive end, drops it off to the no-name guy, number 0 for Rice. And back out in the corner to Theobald's. His 3-point shot is off the mark, no good. And back come YGC. And that's Isaiah Walker pushing the action, kicks it out left side. I believe Braden Williams. That shot off the mark, no good. And quickly the other way now is Rice. Another teardrop attempt for Gray. That shot off the mark, no good. He's too close, man. That's inside his range. He's got to get back out to the 20, 25-foot range where he's comfortable.
Seems like it.
3-point attempt from the left wing for YGC. And one man in there doing the work. There were 4 Rice players ready to collect the rebound, and Isaiah Walker, number 5 for YGC, defeated all of them. And that was just an effort play, and the putback is good. 16-13 here, YGC, and a turnover now by Rice. And we're going to have a run out, and that's Quincy Baker flushing it. 4-0 run here for YGC. That's going to be Bauer in the corner now, another 3-pointer. That's his second one on the game. You got to respect all their shooters,
You have
Gavin.
to. You have to.
That's something that YGC is going to have to adjust to here quickly. And an ill-advised 3-point shot off the mark, no good. Paymer comes down with the rebound, kicks it quickly out to Gray, back to Paymer. He wants that 3. Good interior pass to the guy I wish we knew his name. And his layup attempt, no good, but that was a great offensive set there for Rice. You know as well as I do, though, Gavin, they got to make bunnies, right? They want to stay in this one. They got to make layups. They got to make the close ones. They just can't afford to waste possessions. And that's going to be tough to stop as well. That's Bo Seal. Boy, he's kind of showed everything. We've had some great bigs in the 3 games that I've done today that are kind of like stretch 5s. Guys that, man, they can play inside, outside. Bo Seal's looking like one of those guys that can do that exact same thing. And a quick run out here for Amari Coleman. Great diagonal pass and gets Coleman to the rim. 23-16 now, 7-point lead for YGC.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, though, it's the modern game now. You got to have 5 shooters on the floor at all times, and having a big like that can stretch the floor for you opens up everything else for their guards. Be able to get downhill, kick and drive.
And Bo, I tell you what, I mean, I've just been utterly impressed with the post play, and not the interior post move plays, but the post players who have literally shown all 5 facets of the game. It's really, really impressive. And Bo Seal's going to come out of the game after a very productive first 8 minutes. Ben Paymer now at the line. I've never seen the guy miss a free throw. I bet he shoots about 90+% from the free throw line, and I think he missed both of them. So that one's on me, Ben.
It's the announcer's jinx right
there. Yeah, that's
Matt.
on me. Now YGC, little lackadaisical defense by Paymer there. I think that had more to do with the ankle. He couldn't quite get in front of Amari Coleman, and Coleman made him pay, hit the little teardrop. Now another step-back three-pointer for Bauer. That shot off the mark. No good. Strong defensive rebound by Amari Coleman, doing it on both ends. And quickly the other way, that's Shakir Wilbon for YGC. He took that coast to coast, I believe. I will get with the YGC coaches after this and tell them they've got to change the number color pattern on their jerseys. Paymer, a quick 3 in the left corner. That shot is off the mark, no good, leading to a run out. That's what long three-pointers will do to you right there, Gavin.
It is, as we go into the timeout here, it's interesting. It's almost a tale of 2 different stories. You got a team that's coming down, living and dying behind the arc, and another team that's looking to get out in transition, get downhill quick, and get buckets in the interior.
Yeah, and that was just a microcosm of probably what's going to happen if you miss three-point shots. Shakir Wilbon got the long rebound and threw the alley-oop up to Braden Williams. And that's just a great finish out of transition. But that's the thing, like long corner or long wing three-point shots, usually you miss those, they're long rebounds, right?
Exactly.
And against a team that loves to get out and run. And so really a wise timeout, I think, by Rice basketball. 29-16 is the score. Obviously not out of hand by any means, but I think they need to kind of settle in. And we didn't have a chance to kind of talk about keys of the game. I don't think you're going to see Rice really adjust all that much. I mean, if they get an open look, it's going up. It's just they got to be a little bit better, I think, transitionally on defense.
No, I agree. I don't think their coaches in that timeout, really changing up much. Those shots are going to fall for them. They're getting open looks. They're getting into good sets on the offensive side of the ball. Like I said, I think keep shooting. Those looks are going to fall, and like you said, this game isn't out of hand by any means, especially with a team that can, shoot the ball out of the gym like they can.
So out of the timeout here, we'll see what coach calls up. Gray with the basketball on the left wing. He's looking to drive. Good interior shot fake, and he's going to get himself to the line. Coaches don't really like that call, but I agree. That looks like a little body, and I think they're going to get Quincy Baker on that.
Really liked what I've seen from Gray start of this game. Great facilitator, knows the game really well, very high IQ, especially right there. Get the defender off his feet, get his body onto him, and put the ball up.
Yeah, and here's another guy that probably shoots 90+ from the free throw line, and he bricks one off the back iron. I don't believe in that jinx, but it sure seems to come true just about every single time. But you're right. He did play off 2 feet there, and he's an underrated driver to the basket. We've seen him try a couple of teardrops here early on that he's missed. But those are, for him, those are high percentage shots as the second free throw goes down 29-17, 7 minutes to go. So we've settled in here, Gavin. Now both teams kind of know the game plan. And it was a wonderful pull-up 3 by Amari Coleman. Kind of surprised Gray, I think, there that he pulled the trigger. Heck of a shot. 32-17, and we're going to have a foul here at midcourt. That's just great ball pressure, though. They're going to get Coleman on the reach there, but I think Coach is going to be okay with that foul, even though it was about 40 feet away from the basket.
I think we just got a little update on number 0 from Rice Basketball Academy.
Yeah, it looks like is it Adrian Barr?
Adrian Barr. There we go.
All right, this is the good old write it in.
Sorry about that, Adrian.
Adrian, we apologize to you, and if any family is listening, but looks like he's a junior from Flushing, Michigan. That's just right outside of Flint. And right on cue, Mr. 0, Adrian Barr, checks out of the game. And you'll notice Paymer still on the bench here for Rice. I'm assuming his minutes are going to be pretty limited as he works himself back into this. Off the baseline inbounds, that's Bauer. Good kick out pass to Gray in the corner who drives baseline. Another teardrop opportunity off the mark No good. That's 0 for 3 on the teardrops. We got to find another shot as the lob attempt is off the mark, no good, but the rebound is collected by Isaiah Walker for YGC. He puts it back up and in. A little bit of danger time here now, 34-17. And right on cue, Mr. Walker steals the ball, gets it ahead to, I think that was Coleman. Boy, I wish I could see numbers. Nope, that was Shakir Wilbon, the beneficiary of a great pass. And now it's a quick 4-0 run here for YGC, 36-17. Gavin, what do they got to do to get back in this game, buddy?
I mean, YGC is really just suffocating them on defense right now. I think don't go away from the 3-point shot, but got to hold on to the ball. I think they got to run off of Gray. Keep Gray with the ball, get into some good sets, get some open threes. Don't change up the game plan of shooting beyond the arc, but keep the ball in Gray's hands, let him facilitate. I mean, it's the 4th straight turnover that they've gotten used an early timeout. So
it's been 4 empty possessions on the offensive end for RBA. That's 3 steals in a row for YGC, and that is an 8-0 run as Gray silences the run a little bit. And that's just, once again, bad recognition by YGC. You got to have a hand in Gray's face at all times, but really everything's a moot point for Rice if they don't keep the guys off the glass. I mean, Wilbon, Coleman are absolutely doing work on the offensive end for YGC. And I thought Gray was going to hoist it from there. Good ball movement. They swing it around the corner. They get Wilbon on a great look. Sorry, that's not Wilbon. That's Tyson Bauer. Got him a great look. Best look he's had in this first half, and he couldn't convert. That's another thing, too, is that was great ball reversal out of Rice. They got an open look. That's a shot they normally knock down.
No, I mean, other than those last 4 turnovers, I'm liking what I'm seeing from them on offense. Shots just aren't falling right now. They're getting to their looks. But
it is interesting, though, like we've seen it in a few of these matchups today, Pro 16 versus Next Pro, where I think the big adjustment for the Next Pro teams isn't maybe speed of the game or any of that stuff. I think it's the physicality
100%.
Of the defense. It's these Pro 16s play such an aggressive style of defense that it almost affects what you do, offensively down as the game goes on. So, I mean, shots that you normally hit down wide open, you're kind of, it's like body punches, man. Eventually those have some weight in the later rounds of the fight. But like I said, shooters shoot. So at the free throw line now for YGC is Shakir Wilbon. And Shakir's had himself a nice first half. It looks like he's got a little bit of blood here or something.
All right, well, just got a little update here, Matt. I apologize to all of our viewers here. We have not been keeping the score. The scoreboard was at 0-0, but just a little update. YGC is up 41-20 right now with 4:25 to go in the first half.
Now, Gavin, let's be honest about this. Is it your responsibility to be keeping a running score
that is,
for this live broadcast?
That is my responsibility, and I will take full accountability.
Okay. Takes
for
a real man to admit when you're wrong. So that one's on us, ladies and gentlemen. But it is 41-20. 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the first half. YGC 21-point lead here. And we got Shakir Wilbon at the line, but they just don't like a little something about what's going on. I think he's got some blood. So they're going to make him take care of that completely, and they'll check into the game Quincy Baker to shoot the free throws in Wilbon's place while the trainers get over here and administer some first aid. Quincy, hot off the bench, back iron, no good. But once again, almost an offensive rebound, but it's saved into the hands of Malachi Winston, who's now checked in the game for Rice. And then another quick turnover. I tell you what, YGC throwing lobs all over the place. That was Quincy Baker leaving it for TJ Williams. That's the second highlight alley-oop reel we've seen here.
Starting to turn this thing into a show, Matt.
Yeah, it's danger time here for RBA. And we're going to have another turnover checking into the ballgame. That's champion Osai for Rice Basketball Academy. Haven't seen much of him yet. Well, that's 5 out of the last 6 possessions here for Rice, empty-handed, 4 of those being turnovers.
Just circling back on your point, I think you really hit the head on the nail. Just talking about the physicality. It really, just watching this game and all the games we've had today, it makes a huge difference.
Well, it does. Yeah, I think it does because you're always expecting it to be there. So if you're a shooter, even though you're taking a shot you've normally taken, you're always looking where the contact is going to be coming from. And so it's like those body blows in boxing. And, yeah, I mean, I just think it's a different level of physicality, for these players as Braden Williams is at the line here for YGC, knocks down the first free throw. I believe that foul was on Malachi Winston for RBA. Second free throw up and good, 45-20. 3:40 to go here in the first half from the Legends Event Center. This is the final bracket game of the Pro 16 Finals Tournament. It's been a great day as Gray tries the under scoop shot, gets rejected. YGC out in transition. And they leave it for Williams at the top of the key. His three-point attempt is off the mark, no good. And I think old Quincy Baker did the old forearm shiver there to try to get the rebound. Great call by the official. Now we're going to go the other way. Quincy's going to come out of the game. Checking in now is Amari Coleman. And it's just one athlete after another, man.
Yeah, it really is. YGC team is going to make a deep run in this bracket. They're athletic. They can knock down some timely threes. And, I think they can really hang with any team that's going to come across them. Yeah,
it's been kind of the 3 games that I've done today. They've kind of been the same teams. Kind of these lanky, teams. They've got a stretch 5 and a stretch 4. Guys that can play with their back to the basket but like to get out in a 5-out situation. They're all kind of have the same identity. Quick defense, tough defense. The one thing I'm not seeing out of YGC is they don't really pick up full court. They like to do a lot of their defensive work in the half court. But obviously they don't need to be picking up full court right now with a 23-point lead. And that was a turnover on YGC, so Rice now has the basketball. Gray's got it on the left wing. It's a good matchup here. Gray versus Seal, who's back in the game. Gray wants to take him off the dribble. Great kick pass out into the corner. And Gray's going to get it back, and I believe we're going to have a shot clock. Oh, he got a left-handed hook.
Left-handed hook.
That would have been cool if that had gone down. And back the other way to the basket quickly is Quincy Baker. And Quincy gets the ball in his hands, Gavin. He has one thing in mind. How can I get downhill, and how can I get to the rim? And he does it great.
I mean, yeah, Matt, even up 23 points, he's looking to score quick. And, that just opens everything up for the team. And he's had a great game so far, and he can really get downhill with the best of them. And he's getting to the line, getting easy looks around the rim. It's been impressive to watch.
You can always tell, though, I always watch this part of the game. What's the free throw stroke look like from these players that like to get downhill and get to the rim? Because these are the guys that are getting the most free throw attempts, and that's pretty dang good. Good rotation. And Baker splashes both of them. 47-22 is your score. Just over 2 minutes to go.
There you go, picking up full court here.
Yeah, they just got to keep bringing the pressure. And this is Bauer now running the point here for RBA. He's had himself a pretty good first half. Right-handed layup is off the mark and no good. He's stuck a couple of threes, gets it right back. Good effort play. That's Barr. We figured out his name, but he can't convert the putback there. And coming quickly the other way now is YGC. And they just get another easy shot. That's Shakir Wilbon, the friendly recipient from TJ Williams. 49-22 now, 1:30 to go in the first half. It's been all YGC all day here. And Theobald finally gets an open look. Please tell me I'm saying his name right. Great corner three-point shot.
I think that one is on the rim right there.
Yeah, that's a good call by the official. That's TJ Williams trying to clean up the missed layup. And he got up there, just touched it a little bit too early. That's offensive goaltending. And now the other way is Gray. Gray with a drive to the basket, and they're going to whistle. They're going to whistle Braden Williams, I believe. Yeah, they're going to get Williams on the foul there, trying to cut off Gray to the path to the basket, which is probably a smart foul because Gray was going to have a left-handed layup there. So baseline out of bounds here for RBA. Paymer back into the game. That's good to see. He's moving pretty well. He's got to get going here, though. They got to find a way to run a few sets for him. And another caused turnover is going to lead to a run out. Actually, good recovery there by Rice. That's got to be the 9th or 10th turnover here for Rice in the first half. Hoisted three-pointer on the way there by Shakir Wilbon. That shot off the mark, no good. Rice now, we're under a minute, 49-25. Paymer in the lane, spins, turns, fadeaway hook. You can see there, he left that one short. He just can't elevate. Normally he elevates a little bit there. I've seen him make that shot 100 times. And he just can't elevate. Awesome interior pass there by Bo Seal. Drops it off to Wilbon there. And another uncontested shot at the rim for YGC. 51-25. 25 seconds to go here. Bauer now on the offensive end. Theobald's going to get another look. Boy, I tell you what, you just can't give him any room. He knocks down another one. He's got a sweet stroke. Sweet stroke there. And we're at the 10-second mark now, 51-28. This will be the final possession of the half for YGC. Step back three-point shot. A lot of guard talent in this game right now, I'll tell you that. Tell you that right now. That was a step back three by Braden Williams. And at the buzzer, I don't know if they're going to count it or not. That was Paymer. Refs are convening at half court. What'd you see? I don't know. What'd you see?
I think that one might have been a little bit
Guys,
late.
look at the scoreboard. Put your arms up in the air and grant the three-point shot by Paymer. And it is no good. No good. Wow, I'm surprised they waved that one off. I couldn't really see it. Did you think he got it off?
I think it was a little bit late.
All right.
I think the officials got the call right there.
All right. The video will tell. For you on the live stream, you guys can tweet at us. Let us know if Paymer got that one off in time, which would have been his first three-point make of the day. But 54-28 is the score at halftime. Obviously a quick halftime break, but give me a little breakdown here, Gavin. Obviously, with YGC getting out there, a little more athletic, they're a little deeper, right? Wilbon has been there, Williams has been there, Bo Seal has been there. They've had guys to clean up the glass on the offensive end. So it's a tough combination to stop because you can turn them into jump shooters, but if you can't rebound the basketball because you're undersized, you just – it's hard to fight on two fronts.
Exactly.
But I'll tell you what Rice does have going for him. An absolutely amazing coaching staff. I've been watching them all year long. They care. They're well coached. They're energetic. The team is connected. You will not see any quit in this group at all. And they've been playing together for a long time. That's the cool thing. So these kids don't quit on each other at all. They'll just kind of keep coming and keep coming and keep coming.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to like to see in the second half. Show some fight, maybe get yourself back in this game. You never know what can happen. We've seen crazier things happen on this circuit.
You got that right. We've seen it happen today already.
Yeah, we have.
So Rice basketball going left to right now. They get the ball to start the second half. And that start is going to begin with a turnover. A nice defensive play to step in front of it. I wish their numbers were darker on their jerseys so I could see it earlier. But that was Quincy Baker there, stepping in front, got the steal, got the finish, 56-28. Rice right back at it. Paymer starting here in the second half, tries to go behind the back. He's just getting shut off at all angles. Gast swings it left side to Gray. Gray's got a window, passed it up, good extra pass, find the hot hand. Theobald, that shot off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound into Bauer's hands. His putback attempt is no good. Gast doing some work with the bum knee. And I believe it's going to go off. It's going to go off the foot of Williams. And Rice will have a baseline out of bounds. So you can see already, they just don't quit, right?
No.
I mean, good effort.
Love to see the effort from Gast right there, especially like you said, working with that knee injury.
Theobald gets another good look from the right corner. That shot off the mark, no good. YGC looking to push. Good interior pass. Good seal by Seal. That was amazing. He had the undersized Paymer on him. A really, really good find there by Braden Williams. Surprised Paymer passed up that shot. Bauer's going to drive baseline. Somehow gets it over to Paymer in the corner. He's trapped in the dead zone there. Gets it out of the corner. Bauer now. A little step back three-pointer shot clock. Running down. That off the mark, no good. YGC, good outlet pass to Seal. Seal gets it ahead to Baker. Baker back to Seal. and Paymer's guarding him. This is a huge size advantage. So Seal's going to go, you know what? I'm just going to raise up over the top and drill it right in your face.
It's tough to guard, Matt. Tough to guard.
I tell you, 3 games in a row, man, we've had the exact same player, these stretch fives that can just shoot the laces off of it. 61-28 to score, 14 minutes. A good answer here. Bowers had himself a nice game so
really
far for RBA. That's his 3rd three-pointer. He's got a great stroke, good rotation. He's about the lone bright spot
from Seal right here.
It's just another great drive to the basket. Good shutoff, but Braden Williams is cut off. Quickly coming the other way is Theobald. Teardrop in the lane. That shot no good. Seal clears the rebound. And back the other way is YGC. That's Coleman. Coleman's going to drive in. He's going to kick it right side. And that's Braden Williams. 3-point shot off the mark, no good. Bowers with the rebound. Still pushing the ball is Bowers. They're looking to run. They get Paymer in the corner. Shot fake. Got his guy in the air. 3-pointer up and good. He just doesn't miss many of those. Ben Paymer's first 3 of the game. It's a sweet stroke. 61-34.
Slowing the game down a little bit here for YGC.
And just how about another step back 3 for Mr. Seal. That one contested. Barely missed off the mark, no good. RBA now. Shooters shoot, right? Let's see if they can get an open look for one of their sharpshooters. That was Paymer trying to bring it in. It got absolutely rejected, but right into the hands of Bauer, who had an open 3-point look. Gets his own offensive rebound. Shot clock resets. Theobald's going to raise up and fire one. He's 0 for 3 here in the second half. Once again, the jinx. That's on you, Gav. Yeah, and this is just great recognition by Amari Coleman. Seal's a smart basketball player, man.
He really is.
I mean, he right out of transition, one of my favorite things that teams do with the big, I love the bigs that run the pipe, right? They go rim to rim, and sometimes that best pass out of transition can be that 5 that gets down the court and immediately seals his guy. And that's what Seal did right there. Got his guy sealed, good interior pass, and actually a pretty smart foul by Rice there because he was going to drop step and dunk that thing. So baseline out of bounds for YGC. 61-34, 12:28 to go here in the final bracket game, the 8:50 game here on Court 5, Legends Event Center. We still got plenty of coaches watching this one on the other side, and there's plenty of talent on both sides here, so it doesn't shock me at all. Williams now set to inbound it. That should have been a 5 count. They somehow get it into Seal, and he spin dribbles baseline. And the left-handed layup is up, no good. I think they got away with the 5 count there, Gav.
I think so too, Matt. Officials have, been great all day. Would have liked to see that one called right there.
And that's going to send Bo Seal to the line for YGC. And his first free throw attempt is up and good. And yeah, the officiating has just been fantastic, really, today. I've had a chance to make it around all the courts, and, I like seeing the 3-person crews. We got a lot of female officials here. I love seeing that. They do such a wonderful job, and it's been a good mixture. And I think it's been consistent, and that's really all you can ask for. And we talked about it in the earlier broadcast. AAU's a little bit more physical, right? They let a little bit more go. Of course, in our circuit, each player gets 6 fouls, so it's kind of an NBA rule there, right? So teams play a little bit more aggressive because it's kind of hard to foul out. As Bauer gets 2 of his shots rejected in that sequence coming out of it now, 63-34. But I tell you what a great hustle play by Bauer. Gets 2 of his shots rejected, hustles back on defense, gets a steal and a foul.
Like you said, coming out of half, a lot of heart, not going to give up. Love to see it from Bauer right there.
It's just a reflection. It's just a reflection of how the program is run. As Gray gets into the interior, and another block by Isaiah Walker, but a nice putback there. I couldn't tell if that was gassed or not.
That was our guy, Adrian Barr, right there,
Was
Matt.
it Barr? Barr's in the books. Barr is in the books. He cleans up the missed layup and actually gets himself a pretty good block there on defense. Sprints up ahead. Barr again, offensive shot is up and no good. Off the back iron, might have got fouled. And we're going to have our 3rd alley-oop dunk as Braden Williams emphatically takes a one-handed alley-oop from Amari Coleman. That's a great pass. I mean, it's a great finish, but, man, alley-oops are hard to throw. And as another turnover, and that's dunk number 2. It's turning into a dunk fest.
Yeah.
Right now, everybody's kind of getting into the action. Isaiah Walker with the steal and the flush. 67-36 is your score. 11 minutes to go. Now this one's getting a little crazy. RBA needs to settle in here and make a game of it. Theobald's from the left wing. That shot no good. And I think they're going to get our guy Barr going over the back here. Great box out.
I mean, I know we've been talking about how they're just living and dying by the three, but it's almost like they have to. I mean, you see them, you know, they have tried to get some inside looks, and it's tough sledding down there in the paint with this YGC team. They're physical, they're athletic, block shots, contest shots. So, I mean, they've made it tough on this Rice team. They really have, and credit to them. Coming out here, you know, later game, 8:50, coming out with a lot of energy, you know, and just really playing their game.
Yeah, well said. Good second chance effort here by Shakir Wilbon, the beneficiary of a couple of offensive rebounds there and a kick out. Another three-pointer, 70-36.
I mean, you can even just see it. Every time Rice is down the floor, it's almost like two guys are on the ball. Every single time, they're just suffocating them and making it tough.
Yeah, and obviously they said, he walked. Obviously they said Theobald's not getting an open shot.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they've absolutely been in his face. Now, he's taken a couple of threes, decent looks, but he has they've paid special attention to him in the second half and really done a nice job on all the shooters. So that was maybe something they spoke about at halftime was we're going to kind of focus in on Gray, focus in on Paymer, focus in on Theobald, and Bauer actually hasn't really even gotten a good look. And they've done just a pretty good job of neutralizing that three-point threat. As Isaiah Walker, who you saw on TV miss a one-handed flush, that would have been a poster dunk, went off the back iron, but he did get fouled. And he makes the first free throw, 71-36. We're at the 10-minute mark of this one here at the Legends Event Center. My man, Gavin Biota. Gavin, spell your last name for the folks at home, would you?
Piechota.
So the C and the H are silent.
It's a tough one.
Am I right about
sir,
that?
You are correct.
I mean, it's a silent CH. You don't learn that in English class, right?
You definitely don't.
I've never heard of a silent CH, but nevertheless, that's what it is. Paymer step back, elbow jumper is off the mark, and he's just a little bit off the mark. And you know what? I just feel bad for the kid. I've been watching him all year. And he's probably working at about 60% with that ankle. But he's gutting it out, man. He's playing for his team.
No, yeah, great to see. Great to see. I mean, I applaud him for, you know, being out here, you know, getting in front of some coaches, getting your name out. So that's what it's all about.
And we come the other way here. Baseline out of bounds. That was Malachi Winston. Nice job pressing the action there. Tried to get it up to Barr in the corner. And the ball was deflected out of bounds. But a baseline out of bounds here, and this is where Rice does a pretty good job. They have some pretty interesting baseline out of bounds sets. They obviously work on this, and they, you know, some coaches, you know, they draw up stuff to just get the ball in, you know, so they can get into their half court. And some coaches coach where they want to score off baseline and sideline out of bounds and make it part of their, you know, basically their game plan. And Rice is one of those teams that does that. They try to score off their baseline action.
Yeah, I mean, saw even right there, they try to run a little high ball screen on the block, and this YGC defense, like I talked about earlier, they're just suffocating.
Yeah, their length is just a problem. Gray now quickly the other way. Can he get his fourth? Can he get his fourth teardrop to go? He can't. 0 for 4 on the teardrop. It's a good look for him. And we're going to try another alley-oop lob. That shot off the back iron, no good. But our guy Isaiah Walker there's to clean it up, 75-36. This one's a runaway, folks. Theobald's now probing, looking. Hoists that three-pointer. He's going to be fouled. He's going to go to the line for 3. They're going to get Isaiah Walker there on a contest. But even that shot looked good. He shot that from 7 feet behind the three-point line, and it was on target the whole way. It's amazing.
He's got a good stroke from beyond the arc. I mean, like he's definitely shooting it for sure. But I mean, at this point, keep shooting it.
Yeah,
that's all you can do.
That's exactly right. He needs to see one go through the net here, and the free throw is a good way to do that. He's 0 for from the field this second half, and he's had some good looks. There you go. Second free throw's up and good for Parker, and they're going to get Paymer out of the game here. Smart substitution. I can see the assistant coach down there asking him right now, and I can already tell on Paymer's face he's not going to say he wants to be out much longer,
No, 100%.
He's a grinder. He wants to be in there, but I know he's frustrated. The third free throw for Parker is up and good. He makes 2 out of 3. Quickly the other way now. Nice box out by Barr. He wants to push the action. Kicks it out left side to Theobald. Three-pointer from the corner is no good. What do those long three-pointers do to you, though, Gav, when you miss them?
This transition dunk.
Yeah, leads to a run out. Shakir Wilbon, left-handed layup up and good. 77-38, 8 minutes to go. Rice now back in the half court. Ill-advised backwards pass. And we're going to have another dunk missed. And a defensive rebound put up by Shakir. That one blocked away. Rice gets away with one there. And a nice interior pass.
Good pass by Gray right there.
From Gray to Winston. And reverse layup is up and in. And Rice, good timeout here. Let's regroup. Let's find a way to win the next 3-minute segment, right?
Exactly.
You don't have to win the 7 minutes.
Exactly.
Just find a way to win the next 3 minutes. It's 77-40. Obviously, the score is crooked. But you got to find a way here to win 3 minutes. And, that's what Coach is doing right now. He's drawing up a defensive set. They might even press here. They might try to put, some little trapping three-quarter court press on or something just to try it. Right?
I would like to see it. They haven't done it all game. Give YGC a different look. I'm
not saying I agree with it, but you're right. Different look.
Give them a different look. Try and stop the ball. Don't let them get out and running. Make life tough on them.
I used to coach against this guy named Greg Hobza, and we had basically a rivalry for 5 or 6 years. He was a coach of a young team, and I was a coach of another team. I pretty much got the better of him all the time, but he always pressed all the time. He could be up 30 or down 30, and all he did was press all game long. But you know what? I always liked it as the coach on the other side, especially if we were down. I didn't like teams that pulled off the press because it didn't make us any better. I liked our kids having adversity and learning from that.
Exactly.
So I always respected that about Greg is, he was going to stick it to you no matter what, even in 4th grade. So as we come out of the timeout here, 77-40, Bowers. Good defensive rebound. Theobald, can he get one in the second half finally? There's our guy, number 2. Parker with his first three-point attempt there from the wing. Good cross-court pass by Bowers there. Good vision.
Really, really good. Rice, they can, they've got some good offensive sets going. The shots just haven't been falling today.
And here's the thing. YGC, probably the last 3 possession shots they wouldn't normally take, right?
Exactly.
You got a big lead. You got some guys. I think that was Wilbon jacking a 3. Probably normally doesn't do that, right? So you can, if you're Rice, just kind of stay in it here. Win the next 3 minutes and another turnover here by YGC. I think it's going to be Rice's ball.
Like you said there, high ball pressure beyond half court. Create a turnover, anything can happen.
Well, and that's the thing. Sometimes these teams, they get a big lead, and all of a sudden they start making some dumb decisions. And when you got a 3-point shooting team like this, 4 possessions or 3 possessions in a row, you stick 3 threes, and Theobald's going to hoist another one, and it's just off the front iron. Boy, I tell you what, his shot is just on point.
Good looks.
Even his misses look good. And now quickly the other way. Boy, I tell you what, this kid can play. That's Isaiah Walker.
Quick first step from Walker there. Driving baseline. That was pretty.
Boy, left-handed dribble, baseline, and he throws it down right-handed with the dunk. That's just an impressive shot as Barr gets his shot blocked trying to drive and do the exact same thing baseline, but it's the length once again of YGC that is just wreaking havoc. And now they're going to do the smart thing here. Quincy Baker's going to slow things down. They're going to choose some clock. He's going to kick it outside. Right corner to Seal and book it.
It's another guy, Baker. Been really impressed with him today. He's talked about him earlier, getting downhill. But, even the IQ right there, drive and kick, find your guy in the corner.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, and you see some You see some heavy breathing, some shoulders shrugging a little bit here for Rice. It's tough, man. I mean, when you're down a man, really, and you're just kind of getting gut punched.
Especially when you're going up against a team like this that's, high ball pressure.
And they don't know how to play any different, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, your YGC, you don't call off the dogs because you don't know how to do that. So, I mean, everything they're doing is just within the confines of their game plan.
Exactly.
And that's how all the Pro 16 teams are. And I don't want to always make that there's a big difference between the two. There's not a big difference. It's just kind of a mindset. There's plenty of our top tier, and RBA is one of them, man. Rice is one of those teams that, they stay within that mindset. They're going to jack threes all game long. They could be up 30, and they get an open three. Look, they're raising up and they're hitting it. So it's just that adjustment defensively, right? Malachi Winston now good right-handed dribble into the lane. Gets his shot sent away, though, by Wilson.
I mean, you even see right there, they're up, however many points. He's picking up 35 feet from the basket. It's just that high ball pressure that, forcing Rice to make quick decisions. And, credit to them, they've gotten their open looks. But, I mean, when you're playing 40 minutes with that kind of ball pressure, it's tough.
Right, and a lot of that's predicated on the shot clock, right? So these teams that play with it all year long, that 24-second shot clock, you don't really have time to get into a half-court set every single time. So majority of your offense has to come in transition. So that's why you see all these teams that are they're just fantastic in transition because that's their base offense. And, if they don't get anything out of a run out, they got to have a secondary breaker with an option. And very, very rarely are you seeing a team raise up and call a number for a halftime set because you just don't have a lot of time with that 24-second shot clock to be able to do that.
I mean, you've even seen it here like you're talking about with this YGC team. Most of the points have been getting out, getting in transition. When they've gotten into a half-court set, Rice has forced them into a half-court set. It's worked out most of the time for them, but just these turnovers and, like you said, long rebounds, getting YGC out in transition, it's been the story of the game.
Paymer three-point ball off the mark. No good. Back quickly the other way now. Shakir Wilbon, he's going to raise up, and he's going to bury a three from the left wing. 88-43 is your score. They've doubled them up. 4.5 minutes to go here. We'll see if the officials get it right. No mercy rule in live periods and no running clock. We want our college coaches watching these kids all the way through. Three-point shot off the mark. No good for Theobald's there. Now YGC right back to what they're doing. Going to work a little bit of clock. That's Isaiah Walker.
Good pass right there.
Yeah, it's a really good pass. An offensive rebound into the hands now. Braden Williams, he's going to hoist one off the back iron. No good. Another offensive rebound by Wilbon. He wants to get into the lane, left-handed dribble, and he loses it out of bounds. And it's going to stay with YGC on the baseline. Gray and Bowers now checking back in for Rice. Paymer and Theobald are going to hit the bench here, 88-43. We'll see what YGC does here out of the baseline, out of bounds. What's their philosophy, you think? Are they trying to score out of this? Are they just
I would expect them like that.
Actually, sweet play.
Little circle runaround action right there from YGC, Get a good look.
You called it right. It's like a circle running off two screens. That was Wilbon who caught it, got his feet set, and nailed it.
Just going back to that, it just really just creates chaos, forces Rice to talk and off the inbounds play, and, they don't. YGC gets an open look, buries it.
Well, we might have our first Century Club game that I've seen today. 91 points here for YGC, 3.5 minutes to go. Great diagonal pass to Gray. He's going to leave it off for Malachi Winston, but the funny thing is Winston, number 15, says Stone on his jersey, which is interesting.
Maybe forgot the jersey at home.
Could be a nickname. Barr, three-point attempt from the right wing, off the mark, no good. YGC just continuing to run. They just know nothing else. TJ Williams, the recipient of a great, great pass by Shakir Wilbon. And he gets fouled. So that's going to send TJ Williams to the line. TJ's another one of those kids that, we haven't seen him really on the perimeter. He's been out there. We haven't seen him really shoot much out there, but he's another stretch 5.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a guy that can clearly put it on the deck from anywhere, so he's going to play on the perimeter just because he's got great feet. And look at that stroke from the free throw line. The first one's up and in. I mean, it's smooth. I've been so impressed with the players today that I've covered on their mechanics. The mechanics in this league, it just seems like the game has gone to a level where kids are so advanced now at an early age. Second free throw is also up and good.
Couldn't have said it better.
But the bottom of the net. And that's a long three-point attempt. Air ball, no good. Offensive rebound is put back up and in by our guy Barr. Good effort play there, 96-45. Will YGC get to the century mark? I know they're thinking about it, as is everybody else. Right-handed dribble into the lane. Once again, just getting there.
Yeah, we're not seeing any signs of stepping off the gas here. I think they're going to get there.
And we're really not seeing any signs of anybody stepping in and taking a charge. I think the white flag has been raised. Quincy Baker at the line now for YGC. Look at that rotation.
Baker, like I said earlier, impressive game from him. Really impressive.
It's just, I watch free throw. I watch free throw attempts, and coaches talk about have a routine, right? Try to do the same thing every time you step up to the free throw line and make it muscle memory. And all these kids, by the way, I'm batting 1,000. I'm absolutely batting 1,000 on the jinx as the second free throw is missed. But that's one thing I've also noticed. All these kids, they've got the same routine.
Yep.
That means they're working on it in practice, and that's a product of great coaching.
There it is again. 2 guys on the ball, 35 feet away from the basket.
Yeah,
create a turnover.
Gray had some drives in the beginning, right? In the beginning of the game where he was kind of getting to the elbow and nobody was really coming over to help. They shut that down entirely here in the second half. And an emphatic dunk here by Quincy Baker. That might be dunk number 7 or 8 in this game, and I think they've attempted 12.
These guys can fly.
And full court pressure here out of YGC, up 40. Interesting. Backdoor cut by Bowers. He's going to go for the right-handed layup, up and no good. Barr, offensive rebound. Still continuing to play is number 0. 99-47. We're on the century mark watch. Will it happen? Really nobody playing defense here for Rice. These kids are exhausted. They've played their butts off. And that was going to be a poster dunk. But they're going to make it. They're going to make him earn it from the charity stripe, it looks like. It looks like Gavin, and that's, I believe, is that Braden Williams at the line?
Yes.
Boy, it's so impressive. First free throw is up and good, and there it is, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0-0. That's 100 points for YGC. Make it 101. Braden Williams' second free throw is up and good, and once again, full court pressure. The Greg Hobbs' style of defense. We're up 54 points, and we're going to keep sticking it to you. There's Gray getting to the rim.
Teardrop.
Boy, he's had some good looks getting into the paint. Just wasn't really able to convert like he normally does. 101-49. And now YGC content to be at the century mark.
Yep.
They're going to run down the shot clock to its entirety, and Quincy Baker's going to raise up. Three-point shot, no good. And we got a whistle off the ball here. Looked like champion Osai. Nice defensive rebound. They climbed his back. Good position there. Good two-handed fundamental rebound by Osai.
Yep.
You like seeing that. Kids playing off 2 feet, going up for rebounds with 2 hands still. And Gray now trying to get in some mop-up work. Good wrap around behind the back pass, dumps it off. And a good extra interior pass by Winston. He got it off to Osai, but Osai couldn't finish. And we're under a minute now, 101-49. YGC looking to tie a bow on this thing. That's Shakir Wilbon. Gets into the lane and really not much resistance there for Mr. Wilbon. 2 more points. They've gotten it to 103. Rice now on the offensive end, about 30-second mark here. Barr's going to jack one. And that's going off the mark. So, I mean, really, we can talk about it now. This thing's obviously in the books. This was probably the first game I did today where you saw 2 teams kind of outmatched, right? Yep. I've watched Rice all year long, and they've just been a great basketball team, and they've shot the leather off of it. But, it's just too much length, too much athleticism, and too much depth, really, from this YGC team. They're deep. And this is a team that can make a run. I think with the talent that they have, the length that they have, this is a team that's going to be a problem for everybody.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on them for the days coming for sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who their next round matchup is, because if they get the right draw, I don't have the bracket in front of me, they're going to be a problem. And that's it. It's gone final, 103-49. An absolute clinic put on here by YGC Pro 16, defeating Rice Basketball Academy here in the nightcap, the 8:50 game